Hi there. So here's my ZX Spectrum, my rather unwell ZX Spectrum, and it's really about time I had a look at it, see if I could fix it, just hopefully just find out what's wrong with it, even if I can't fix it. So yeah, there's basically nothing going on, no picture or anything like that, but it does get warm, so maybe it's power, don't know. Let's do a bit of digging around. So I've already taken the screws off and taken very carefully the keyboard. I hate these connectors, absolutely appalling connectors, such a bad design. Anyway, here's what it is. So let's put that over there. So this is where the power jack goes in, and the regulator. That is a 7805 5-volt regulator. So doing a quick look at that. So number 3 is there's the input, the output. So the output is that leg there. So if we take a look, in fact what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of scroll down, and zoom in a little bit on my squeaky wheel. Great. So do that there. I'm going to move this way. And put that, this is very difficult, put that there. So we're going to have a look at some voltages. I wonder if that actually works. This went a bit funny, this thing. Hang on. Oh yeah. Okay. So there's the power supply. It's actually a 9-volt power supply, but you get and this did work before, but you get a higher reading when there's no load put on it. So the middle pin is ground, and pin 3 is the output. So I'm just going to put my glasses on. Need the magnifiers, otherwise you can't do anything. Right, here we go. So minus 0.8. That doesn't look right. So let's look at the input. Is 5. That's not good. Now what I've been noticing is that this gets very warm very quickly. There's obviously dissipating heat, and yeah, that doesn't look good to me. So let's see what's coming out of this, out of the jack here. No, it's actually being pulled down. Interesting. Hang on a sec. Let me just grab it. I'm going to grab a screwdriver as a makeshift probe to make it a bit easier to connect to stuff. Hang on a minute. Let's just have a look at some of these ICs. Let's pick this one here, just a logic gate. Yeah, so that is apparently 0.7 volts across that IC. So if we have a look at that, I'm just going to write that down. So it says here that's IC 22. Let's move that around a little bit so I can see. And it is a something. Oh, hello. I can hear a there was a sound there. That was a bit odd, like a buzzing sound. Oh, that's really burning up, that is. But all these, oh, that one's hot too. The rest of these chips are cold, stone cold. that is actually now hot. When I tested this before, it wasn't. So that is the ULA. Interesting. Anyway, so what is this? Let me have a look. Is a 4, 5, 3, 2. Hang on a sec. So, we're messing around a little bit more with the Spectrum, and I did replace that regulator, and I'm not quite sure what on earth happened, but anyway, I've tested it again, kind of. I'm going to have to put this heatsink back, so let's put that heatsink back first. So that goes into there. I've got a nasty feeling I've lost the nut and bolt. I've lost the nut and bolt. Where the heck has that gone? I've got one of the, oh dear, I've got one of the screws. But I don't know where the nut and bolt's gone. I've got the washer. Oh, hang on. Is it there? 1 second. Yeah, it's there. That's the Oric out of the way a little bit. So yeah, I need to find the bolt. How annoying. Hang on a second. So, got a whole bunch of screws here, and bolts, and nuts, and goodness knows what. So let's have a rummage through that lot and see if there's any. Yeah, I think we should be able to find one. No. Maybe I just changed the whole thing. I think it's a bit rusty. I'm not sure I like the fact that it's rusty, but hey, is that going to be long enough? I'm not sure. Oh, that's a pain. Well, let's see whether that actually will fit. Right, hang on. Let's see. It hasn't got to go through much. That heatsink is not huge. Let us see. So if I hold that and lift it over, is there enough on that? No, it does need to be a bit bigger. That's a shame. Is that one gonna fit? No. Okay, hang on a second. Let me find something that's gonna fit. That fits, but it's a bit loose. Oh, I wish I would have lost that damn thing. That looks better. Okay, so I've got one here, which I think is going to be long enough. And it's not rusty, which is also good. So let's open that up. Take this one off. That's no good. Put that back in there for future use. Right then, so goes in there like that. Yeah, there we go, that sounds better. So then if we flip this over, we'll be able to see it there and put the washer on, and then might be slightly tricky. Hang on. I'll do that. I'm going to be able to do that and start it. There you go. That's better. So the key thing here is that this has got to be quite solid, because the Spectrum gets really hot. So most of the heat comes out of this regulator and is dissipated through this heatsink, and that's it. So I did consider putting some thermal paste on, but it's a bit late now. Anyway, there you go. So that is one dead regulator. We'll keep that just for posterity. The old screw, that is. Now, is that okay? Nothing. No, there's nothing obscuring it. Now, this particular device doesn't have any composite video mod, so that's a bit of a shame. Let's put one screw on that. So it's going to need more than that, but as a test, this is not bad. Be careful with those screws, because they're all self-tapper screws, so you know you can't afford to mess about too much. Right, okay, I'm not going to bother with the keyboard just yet. I've rigged up the power supply. The other power supply I was using I don't think really had the guts to do it. So if we have a look on the screen up there, you can see all the fuzz. So this is on using RF. So let's see if we can power it up. Hey, wow, look at that. Bloody works. That's really cool. I mean, the screen quality is not brilliant, but it works. So that is a right result. Thumbs up. I'm very happy with that. It's making a weird noise. I'm not sure whether you can hear that. Let me move the mic down a little bit. I'm not sure whether you can hear that. There's a slight noise, but that's the regulator doing its work. And there's a if you have a look down there, you can see there's a coil, and this part of the circuit always gets a little bit of treatment, to be honest. It's not all that happy design wise, just the way it is. So let's be careful here, unplug it. That's cold. It's a slight bit of warmth there, but nothing too mad. So that's really good. I'm really happy with that. So now we've got the unenviable task of putting this this horrible keyboard. I mean, it's such a bad design. It really is bad. You see here, you've got in fact, yeah. So you've got the contact bits on that side and on that side. So they're actually opposite. And you can see that this one has it this way, this one has it this way. So this one, you can see on this smaller one, the actual carbon bits, the wires are that way. So when you're doing it, you've got to be really careful you're not bending stuff. Like that. Oh, hang on a sec. So just as I mentioned it, but so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my helping hands and I'm going to put some rubber on there and bring it in just to totally miss the rubber down. Oh well, the important thing is it doesn't move too much. So if I can, so you've got to grab it on both sides and then slowly work it in. That's not gonna, I really don't want that to move. Right, put that there so it can sort of rest in it there a little bit. Ah, this is very fiddly. Right. There you go. So you can feel it go in. You've got to be really careful. And obviously this one is the difficult one because it's that much bigger. And it only goes one way, and it is what it is. Oh, okay. I think that's all right. Move that out of the way, and now it's a case of just putting that gently over there. There you go. Oh, one of the feet's come off, but then there's there's not many feet left. Okay, cool. So that's kind of. Oh, what's that? Is there something floating around in there? Hang on. Oh, what's floating around in there? Oh, there's something underneath there. Oh, be careful, Rich. Right, okay, hang on. I think what I've got to do is just remove that screw there. Kind of worryingly, I think there's something underneath. It's not a good sign. Let's take the thing out and see. Ah, flipping heck, wouldn't you know it? That's where that bloody bolt went, but it's rusty. That's horrible. Okay, I'm gonna ditch that over there. Thankfully, well, hopefully, I say thankfully, hopefully that's not done any damage. That was stupid of me. Oh well. So I'm gonna do this now, but I'm gonna quickly test it. But what I'm not gonna do is why is that not sitting right? It should be sitting right. I don't know why. Okay, that side. Why is that not sitting right? There's nothing in the way there that I can see. Look, it's kind of sat proud on that side. Well, I've been doing all the work, so I wonder, maybe it's just good stuff. I don't know. I've not put any screws in it, so whatever, but I think maybe that bolt is a bit too big. I might have to change that and actually reverse where it is. Anyway, for now, let's just test it and see whether the keyboard's working. Oh yes, here we go. So we're going to print retro ginger. Yes. Oh, you couldn't see any of that. Anyway, just to prove, retro ginger, get in. So the screen quality is dreadful. At some point I'm going to do a composite mod on this, but for now that's the right result. Cheers, see you next time.